Hi Leo, welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. Today's read is a general read for the collective of Leo, and that means anybody that has Leo anywhere in their chart. This message is meant for you. It is a general message that is spirit led, so therefore spirit I have not put any bars on spirit regarding our current world that we live in right now. I did not want to put any holds bar on spirit and limit their messages. So I kind of left it open for them to bring forward any message that they wish for you to receive. Now, it is for the collective, and it can be in regards to something from the past that they want you to look at and learn from, something that is currently happening, or something to come. The best way to decipher whether or not this is your message, being it's for the collective, and it's not for the entirety. So it may not be a message for everybody. Like I said earlier, it might be for the person sitting next to you. But the best way to decipher whether or not it is or is not your message is to look at the overall energy, which will be up here. I'm doing a 5-card drop. So the overall energy will be up here, then the current situation, and then your thoughts. So whether it be, and if it's in regards to an individual that you're interacting with, ask yourself, is this something that they would think and do? Is this something I'm thinking? Is this something they're currently going through? Is this something I'm currently going through? And then your desires, is this something that they've expressed that they wanted? Is this something that I want? That should help you filter whether or not this is or is not your message. However, with it being a possible to come, with it being a possible future read, then it's up to you whether or not you wish to write it out, or if you feel comfortable or uncomfortable with the message. If you don't feel comfortable with the message, you don't relate to it, you don't resonate, I definitely encourage you to go observe your other natal chart zodiacs. But I do ask that you please allow your intuition to guide you in that regards. And if you feel drawn to more than one message, please keep in mind that Spirit may have more than one message for you to receive. Our intuition never fails us. We fail our intuition by not listening to it. So please keep that in mind as well. Okay, so like I said, I'm doing a 5-card drop. Current situation, thoughts, desires, obstacles, and possible outcome. That way you can follow along when we're going through. We'll do a quick review. I'm sorry, when I talk, I'm not used to talking a whole bunch, so I'm actually a very quiet person. So when I'm talking, I suck in air. So I apologize, but sometimes it comes back. At any rate, we'll do a quick overview of your cards as they come down, and then we'll do some clarification to those that need it, and then we'll go to my oracle that I've created to get some guidance from Spirit to see what Spirit suggests for you. And as with any Spirit-led reading or message, it is always and forever completely up to you whether you wish to take in the message or disregard it, because it is Spirit's bird's eye view of a situation, and with them being of a higher frequency, they have more positive energy, so to speak. So we kind of can look towards their guidance, and if we don't agree with it, then it's up to us to disregard it. But it doesn't hurt to have another point of view that's not involved with some guidance or suggestions of what may work for you or what may not. And again, it's up to you to take it in or not. You can agree with it or disagree with it. That's completely up to you. All right. So with all that being said, I'd like very much to ask Spirit to come forward and assist Leo in opening their eyes to see, ears to hear, heart to feel, and intuition to discern the message they are about to receive. Holy cow, why am I stammering and off kilter? Something's going on with you, Leo, because I haven't been doing this until I came to you. So something's got you up in arms right now. All right, so can we get some messages for Leo, please? Can we get some messages for Leo? Oh, and I also wanted to let you know that if this is in regards to an individual, another person, the message is in regards to, the message can be directed to them. The message can be directed to you about them. The message can be like a conversation, flip-flopping back and forth. So please pay close attention if that's the case. Apply where it's appropriate. But I do ask that you don't try to force any of the message to fit your situation, but to allow it to flow and be smooth. So it should be like reading a book, or like water running over rocks in a bubbling brook or something like that. A little creek or a stream or something. It's not like a river that's all rough and you force everything to fit. All right, so can we get a message for Leo, please? Can we get a message for Leo, please? Not very talkative, Leo. Oh, there we go. Finally. Okay. Oh, I see. We were holding on to giving it all. All right, we need one more. There it is. Of course. Of course. Instead of getting just one, I get four. All right. So, for the overall energy, we have the Seven of Swords. Either there was some wrongdoings going on, or you're trying to reevaluate a situation, reevaluate a path, and on how to be, a little more successful, but doing it on the quiet side. It's called being sneaky. It's the sneaky card, the Seven of Swords is, but it's not really necessarily the deceptive card. Being upside down would be deceptive. This is more you're just trying to be quiet about figuring out what to do. You're not announcing to the world, this isn't working and I've got to try something different. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four Swords, and there it is again. Going into some quiet time to get your thoughts right, to try to, clear it up in regards to an opportunity that you may have missed out on, that you may have refused, and you recognize that situation. Six of Wands. Recognize that you refused it, or it was an opportunity that you missed out on. So here we have, in the current situation, the King of Wands. So we are, in the current situation, focused on something and determined to go after that. But we are, zeroed in on something. Then we have the Three of Wands, where we put out to the universe that we wanted something and we're waiting for it to come in. And that's where you're sitting right now with your thoughts, is, you're waiting for that to show up. You're waiting for it to come in. Your desire is to break off the ties. That's what I was just told. Break, like snap the ties. Because that's what I'm hearing, is I'm actually hearing a snap, and I'm seeing something breaking. So snapping the ties. And then your obstacles are speaking your truth, and getting some clarity on how to have a new beginning. And then for the possible outcome, we have the Hermit, and all these are on their side, so they're heading towards being in the upright, which means you are in the to come, in the near future. You will be in the situation to where you're not quite doing these things. You will be on the path to do these things, which is going deep within yourself to find some truth and get some balance, so you can then make a plan and be successful, having watched and observed maybe an individual. So then you can accomplish what you're wanting to accomplish. The question is what? This is all very wow, this is meant to be for a bigger group, because there's very little meat to this. It's like very open. I don't think that makes sense to you guys. Spirit is wanting to touch many more individuals in regards to this reading. Because if Spirit was wanting to only touch a certain cluster of a group of people, it'd be more fine-tuned. Instead, this message is very wide open, okay? So it can be towards anything, literally. So we're going to do some clarification, see if Spirit will fine-tune this or not, especially since it leads towards the Seven of Swords. So let's see what the Seven of Swords is actually about, and maybe we can kind of fine-tune it. Wow, okay then. Let's get there. So well, that's very interesting. You're wanting to move towards being careful. You're wanting to move swiftly towards carefully beginning something new. There you are again, King of Wands, making a decision, feeling pretty overwhelmed about your happily ever after and regretting keeping some secrets about some options that you had. Maybe walked away from a job or uh, refused to put in the effort with somebody, maybe with a fire element, with another fire element, or you just refuse to put in. You're being too cautious, or it could be an air element that you're working with. See, this is so broad. It's not fine-tuned. Please elaborate on the Knight of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. It is so broad. It's not even Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords, Moon, and Queen of Swords. So but wanted to get to, so wanting to fulfill the wish, wanting to make yourself happy and understand, get some clarity on the unknown and get all that information. So you were wanting to see beyond the veil, basically, of what you were getting into, and that's why you're trying to be careful. You're wanting to see beyond the veil, even though you're not able to. So the path that you went down didn't go well, and so you're trying to be a little more careful. Maybe you have some air element in your chart. Okay. All right, guys. Hope you're following along, because this is, I hear the word auspicious being said. Okay. All right. So please clarify the King of Wands. Current situation. Please clarify the King of Wands. All right. So we got that. Wow, that's weird. It fell like that on my lap. Not wanting to, really hesitant about walking away from a commitment with an individual. Could be either you're hesitant about walking away from this commitment. That is what I'm feeling, is you're hesitant about walking away from this commitment because you're wanting to figure out how to either speak your truth or restart, but you're wanting to be very careful about it. Let's clarify the Three of Wands. Let's clarify the Three of Wands. All right. Yeah, you put out for your Ten of Cups. You're wanting happily ever after. So you sent out to the universe that you want your happily ever after. You're wanting it. So is this? I guess you're questioning: is this my happily ever after? So yeah, you're deciding to go deep within yourself and decide whether or not you should bring this to an end. Ten of Swords. To have your Ten of Pentacles. To have your forever after. And it's pretty overwhelming. You got 3 10s back to back there. Definitely taking some time out to get your head straight. 4 Swords. Okay, so please clarify the Ten of Swords, Leo. I see where you're wishy-washy a little bit. All right. You're not wanting to walk away. You're not wanting to give up. But on the other hand, you need to get all your ducks in a row so you can figure out and make sure whether or not you should truly end this. And that's your desire, is to be able to, be able to have all your ducks in a row, be able to have all the knowledge, and for it to be justified for you to end this. Please clarify the Ace of Swords. This is your obstacle. Getting clarity, getting the knowledge, understanding, to have a new beginning, to speak your truth. Please clarify the Ace of Swords. Oh, okay then. Yeah, you're again hesitant about moving down the path that you're supposed to go. And you're not really wanting to take time out to get your thoughts straight either. So you just want like an instant aha. You literally want the Ace of Swords going on, and that's the challenge, is to have that Ace of Swords occur, to where it's like a light bulb just goes off over in your head. It doesn't always happen that way. Figure out how to begin fresh and new, and trying to be strong about your homestead, evaluating whether or not it's worth taking a chance with this individual that you've known for a long time. All right, so please clarify Hermit, Temperance. Okay. I didn't even get to finish it all before they kicked it out. Work. It's work. It's work. You need to understand. You need to go within yourself in order to decide to bring this to an end. Ooh, the Death card right there. And Justice. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty deep here. So, yeah, you're going to have to put forth the effort. You're going to have to really work on this to get some understanding. And so you're going to have to go within yourself deep within yourself to find the answers of ending this. You got Ten of Swords and its painful end, and then Death, to where it cuts it off completely, and then Justice right there, doing what's right because of being overwhelmed, and then figuring out how to work things out with are you dealing with an Aries? Because the Emperor has popped his head out twice, and then the King of Wands is an Emperor, is the Aries also. Are you dealing with another fire sign? Yeah, there was some sneakiness going on, and you need to figure out, or you're trying to figure out, what, because, what, let's back up here and try to read this again here. Hold on. So, pretty overwhelmed, wanting to make an offering, figure out how to make things work. And the Emperor is trying to figure out a different path on how to close out this cycle and begin something fresh and new. There's a lot of love and wanting to create something new and bring forward, yeah, their twin and heal the heart. They regret, and I'm wondering if that actually would be upside down to the instability of their investment. and they want to take a chance. They want to dive in head first. And to have a new beginning, take a chance and have a new beginning with their partner. Leave all the garbage behind and start to find balance and harmony. Yeah, the inside scoop here for the other fire element, if you're dealing with them, they want that other chance, whether it be you or them. Apply it where it's appropriate. But they want another chance. They want to, put forth a lot of effort. And the other one's trying to figure out, should it really truly come to an end? I need all the information to see if it should. Well, let's get some guidance here for you, huh, Leo? Get some guidance for you in regards to this. It's one of those back and forth reads. Them, but you, them, you. And you got to figure out where it belongs. When those happen, you can tell, because I'm like, oh, I got to figure out who's who. They're fun, but they're crazy sometimes. All right, get some guidance for Leo regarding this message, please. Ooh. Decision. Decision time is what I just heard. Children? You got family involved? Need to be reliable. Somebody jumps on opportunities that are presented to them, but they're not consistent, they're not reliable. And does this fit our moral situation? Does this fit our morality, our beliefs? So a lot of questions you need to apply yourself so you can make that decision. But if there's, and this is the Four of Wands, it's home, family, stability, children. They need something stable instead of, risk taking. Children always need stability. That's just across the board. That's the rules. I mean, if it was a physics law, it should be there, because children always need stability. And that's what it's saying here is, you need to be reliable instead of taking opportunities. Do what's right, because there's confusion being involved. Where you're independent, somebody else is insecure. Where you're impulsive, somebody else sees it. Where they're devastated and having a hard time, there's a tower that comes in, whether it be emotional or lifestyle wise. So a decision needs to be made because things are in turmoil. Stability needs to be found somewhere. And yes, it is always work. That is your message. That is your guidance. And wow, it took a little bit to get there, but we finally got there. All right, let's have a look and see about the energies that are in here, huh, Leo? And remember, the energies that pop in, the major zodiacs, can be in their zodiac birth chart, can be in your zodiac birth chart. It can be just the energies you guys are pulling on. Place it where it may. All right? Only you know your situation. So we have Sagittarius that's made an appearance. We have Virgo. And then we have Taurus. Okay. So those are the energies that have popped in here. All right, guys. Well, I look forward to the next read to find out what Spirit has to bring for you as far as messages go. And until then, may all your choices and decisions be very, very blessed.